I built the first official vehicle from Lego Fortnite. And by first official vehicle, I mean this was posted on the official Lego Fortnite TikTok. So with that being said, comment down below if you think this is gonna work. Now their TikTok tells us what materials we actually need to do this, but just so you guys can follow along, you need wood, flexwood rods, vines, copper bars, bright core, wooden rods, and then some blast powder. Now in order to perfectly replicate their video, I'm going to go ahead and use these little arches support beams that they were using in their build. Now you do have to double layer these in order to get this to work, or at least that's how they had it in their video. I will tell you guys, this is absolutely exhausting to try to do, as building this up in the air is nearly impossible to do very quickly. The only way this works is being on the ground floor and snapping it off from the side. So give me a like on this video just because I went out of my way to build this entire thing all the way across, double layered, and it takes an extremely long time. Now the first thing that you want to do is grab the palatal pillar 1, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and just make sure that that is centered in that area simply by nudging this. Once you guys do that, you're going to grab those exact same support beams, but the sideways version of them. They're going to be the 2x16x2 version, and you want to go ahead and nudge these all the way in so that it's halfway attached to this pillar. That's important because we are eventually going to break this pillar, and you do want that extra room with it hanging off. So line this up with that side piece while it's on that pillar and then snap that into place. Now once those pieces are lined up, we're now going to grab a small wheel and attach this on the inside. Now in this clip right here, I don't do it the correct way as for the video, so you actually want this to kind of be sticking out of the top area, so more of that yellow on that tire would show. So when you guys are doing this, make sure the top of the tire is sticking out a little bit more than what I have in this clip. So now that that bottom part is set up, we're now going to go right back into our support area and grab those exact same beams, the 2x16x2, and we just want to attach these onto the side of these as well, just to extend them a little bit further out, more so for balancing, I believe. And then we are now going to put another one on top of these. But the first thing that they want you to do is attach tires on to this bottom area. So we're going to grab 4 tires once again to balance, and then also for it to continue to move forward when you guys put your thrusters on there, is put 4 tires onto the bottom on each side. Obviously be a little bit more careful than I was in this video, as I fell off the cliff and could have died if I didn't have so many health charms. So we want to put 4 of these on each side because, like I said, when you are traveling with this, you do want to make sure that these tires do touch the monorail system that is in place. That way that they do rub up against it and continue to move forward. Just so you guys know, on this clip, I did once again mess up those tires, and I did fix this later on. Now we have just a few more support builds to put on here. So we're going to grab that rustic beam once again, and we're going to put that up high on both sides of this. Like I said, the tires are going to stick out a little bit, so you do need to put one of these so that you could actually put some floor tiles. Now we're going to go ahead and grab that beam, or that floor number 4, and we're going to now start placing this across the top. Now you want to make sure that this is leveled, or else this is going to tilt over. So have this completely leveled, and then we can now break that back beam. But what you guys can see is that it tips over, and this build right now doesn't work. But again, I messed this one up. No worries though, this is a quick build, so I rebuilt it again, and once again it tips over. And unfortunately, even though I do try in this clip right here, I do try to balance things out with the railings and see, maybe I just have this built a little lopsided, or maybe there's something that's causing this to tip over, and that's why they just used images to show this. And so now I'm going to go ahead and try to build this top part, but spoiler alert, and I don't want to extend it failing once again too long, it doesn't work. So I told you guys earlier on about how these middle tires weren't high enough in the build. What I realized was I had them sticking too close in, so they're actually rubbing directly up against the railing, and that, I believe, is what was pushing it over the top. So what I did was I rebuilt the entire thing. I made sure that every single part of this was completely centered, and I had those tires set up perfectly. and still it falls over and doesn't work. Now, I eventually did find if you kind of do a pattern with the tires on this, you can get this to fit on properly. So putting one tire on the left support beam and then one on the right and then one on the left and one on the right, that could at least get this to hold up straight. However, in their build, they don't have this railing on the right hand side, and still this thing tilts. And when I start it, nothing is holding it on either side, so it just jumps right off the rails and falls directly to the floor. Now, I'm not entirely sure what Epic was doing with this build when they posted it. I don't really know if they just grabbed the one screenshot of it working for the first 1 second of this monorail working, but I could not for the life of me get it to work. Now, if you guys commented that no, this would not work, then you guys were absolutely right. I know that some of you guys may have watched a few of those clips and thought that maybe I built it wrong and that was the issue, or maybe you guys can watch those and know exactly what I did wrong. But I can promise you guys, I built that 4 or 5 times, even when I was not recording and attempted to get it to work, and I could still not get this monorail that they showed us to work. And I'm thinking that that's why they didn't upload a video clip of it. Now, I will go ahead and tell you guys this. Maybe it does work and maybe I did mess something up, but I don't find that to be the reason, as I did try this countless times in order to try and get it to work. So I'm officially putting in my pitch to Epic and Lego Fortnite. If you guys need somebody that can build you working things and then upload it to the official channel, I will do it. And I promise you they will work and be extremely beginner friendly, as that one should have been, but I definitely tried and unfortunately it never worked. Now, on a more positive note, tomorrow we get our first miniature update of this week. We have v29.01 coming in tomorrow at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what this means is that the servers will be down. I'm not entirely sure exactly what this update is going to be. I know that we are getting brand new Lego Fortnite style of players, but outside of that, I don't know what else is coming. I imagine we'll get some small bugs and server fixes as well as they try to perfect those things so that we have an overall better experience, but I don't think that we're getting the steering wheel or anything tomorrow. All of that new content is going to come on Friday. So as far as this weekly plan or this week's plan, we have a small update tomorrow for bugs and hot fixes. We have the steering wheel and mechanical mayhem on Friday, and then potentially again on Saturday will be a brand new Lego set in the shop. We may get a free one this weekend as well, so keep your eyes on your item binder or inside of Lego Fortnite. Hope all of you guys have an amazing week, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's videos. As always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace.